Hello everyone, welcome to my second gameplay commentary. I have been struggling with the older World of Tanks clients to watch replays that are not from 9.8 for quite some time, but finally managed to get things done so I can present you now another great game of mine with an intense ending. The tank I'm playing is the Object 140, one of the tier 10 Russian medium tanks, and I have to say it was one of the tanks I enjoyed playing most, which on a side note can also be seen at my stats, as I've got an average of almost 4600 damage with it in the 387 games I played so far. The Object 140 is just such a great medium tank because it is good in basically everything and is a hybrid of the other tier 10 mediums, a real jack of all trades. It has got decent turret armor, not quite as good as the T62A, which is basically impenetrable, but it bounces quite a lot. Furthermore, it is pretty mobile and has also a gun depression of 6 degrees to the front that is just enough in most of the battles, and that 1 degree, the Object 140's gun depression, is better compared to the T62A, is basically the reason I also prefer the 140 over the T62A. But that's just my personal opinion. As you've already seen, the map is Malinovka, and even without RT. Let me just display the map bigger to explain my following ideas. You won't miss anything, any important gameplay. In the meantime, it's just me going up the hill. Now, as a medium tank, I would say that there's 3 options what you can do on this map from the south, especially as there is no RT. Number 1 is directly crossing at the left side of the middle field alongside the water. This is really risky if there is RT, but if there isn't, you are perfectly hull down towards the enemy and can spot the whole enemy base for the snipers in your base. Option number 2 is crossing the water in the middle of the map to get close to the enemy, spot and shoot them going up the hill. Why I like this spot the fewest though of all the 3 I'm proposing at the moment is that you're basically stuck and out of the battle if someone is above you and proxy spotting you. The last option, and also the one I decided to go with, is just the standard position at the hill. Without RT, the Object 140 is just such a beast there, so I went there to try and use my good turret armor and gun depression. Now let's get into the action. I am at the hill and spot an AMX-50B, also managed to penetrate him in the turret. The reason why I've got heat loaded at the moment is because I expected to meet a lot of good hull down tanks, such as this IS-7, whose upper front is really hard to pen with the 270mm of APCR penetration, so I used gold to make sure to damage the enemy, but now as there's a Centurion in front of me, I can easily load APCR again, and as he's not going up in the smartest manner, I can punish him with 3 very easy shots, getting away more than half of his hit points. Afterwards I look for a shot at the T57, which I do not have. Then I'm trying to see if I have shots at the Badger and the Centurion, but that's also not the case, because the gun depression is not good enough, so I have to back away. Try to get another approach. Now, this is like, at this point it's really risky. I do not have the gun depression, so I need to get over the ridge, and until I can shoot the enemy, like expose my tank really far. I'm pretty sure afterwards this was a mistake, because there's usually a lot of TDs down there where I'm pointing my gun at the moment, so could have easily gotten punished for it, and doing 320 damage for the risk of taking like 750 maybe from the T30 is not worth it. Then the AMX-50B went up again for more. I bounced my first shot at him, but penetrate the second one. Now he's safe for me though, so I aim at the T57 again. I once again also bounce, really unfortunate there. He also penetrates me in the turret with heat next to the mantlet, as you can see at the moment. This is also one of the most frustrating parts of the tank. The turret usually bounces a lot, but not everything. So high penetration values, such as the T57's 340 heat penetration, can pen the Object 140 occasionally. At the ridgeline I just took another 443 damage. As I said earlier, you have to be really carefully at this spot, because tanks sitting in the C5 area can shoot you if you expose yourself too far. I couldn't shoot anything from my previous spot anymore, so I went down to support my JP100 and Badget versus the enemy Badget and IS-7. I damaged the Batchet once, but then I can't shoot him anymore because he went safe. Afterwards I get a really lucky bounce, so I once again try to get into safety, look for another spot to have shots. So I go up, see the T-57 who's approaching once again, aim for him, like really unsure where that shot went, but my second one does not fail and goes in. T-57 is trying to retreat, but I still have shots at him, so I take those and get him down with my next shot to one shot. But as he's safe now, I aim for the T-57 for his cupola, but he moved, so I didn't quite hit it. Now every tank other than my Batchet at the hill is dead, so I'm pretty unsure what to do. I decide to go down because I think it's not worth wasting more tanks. In the end, I think it was a mistake. I should have helped my Batchet and not just let him die, which I thought he would, but he does not. He does a great job, kills 2 one-shots, which were pushing him in a stupid way, and manages to get away. My FVTD told me to attack, so I know I've got a support. Go up again, because I do still have good shots at those guys up there, but then the T-30 shoots at me. I aim at him, also miss my next full aimed shot, but I'm pretty sure this blind shot did hit. And as I said, I go up with the FV to try and kill those tanks up. I know there's the IS-7, load heat again because I'm above him, so shooting his lower front could bounce, and shooting his upper front with APCR will also bounce most of the time, but with heat from above him is perfectly fine. I'm okay with taking this shot of him, because I know that I can finish him afterwards, and I really think we need to finish him fast, otherwise he may get into safety. So we basically cleared the hill. I still go up, try to see if I can spot anyone, which will be the case for this E5. By the way, if you could see in chat, I'm trolling this IS-7 because he's flaming me for using heat, and he also shot APCR, so I also call him a gold noob, just to get some salt done, you know, has to be sometimes. Anyway, I'm once again at the hill, and with great support of that FV we managed to retake the hill, killing the IS-7 and the E5. Then after the Batchets now reloaded again, he tells in chat that he will be spotting, so I try to get into position to shoot whatever he will spot in a second. Have to get by all these dead wrecks of enemies and friendlies, and there's the first target spotted, the T-30. I move up to have a shot at him and to connect. Afterwards also the JP is spotted, but aiming at him I see that he's also pointing his gun in my general direction, and as I'm one shot I do not want to get killed by him just yet, so I retreat once again, try to get in a good position to shoot the T-30. Have to go up a little bit more to have my next shot, and as I knew I was spotted the last time I shot here, I immediately back up this time, not to get shot, but FV gets killed. So I don't want to peek at that spot anymore, because the JP can also shoot me from there. So I go around into this bush, see if I can spot the T-30 on my own, as the Batchet doesn't do so. Manage to pen the T-30 and the Batchet gets killed, so I do have to spot on my own if I want to shoot something now. But every time I shoot at this ridge I also get spotted, so I don't think it's the smartest idea still to peek, especially when the JP is aiming and they are that close that they can easily spot me. I am stupid enough to do so and should have got killed for it at this point, because the shot wasn't even good, but luckily the JP wasn't loaded or couldn't shoot me. I wait to get unspotted then. When I'm unspotted I go down the hill and try to get into a more defensive position, let the enemy come at us. They are more, so they do have the advantage and they will come at us. For now I'm thinking that this rock in front of me may provide me good cover, so I go there, also trying to see if I can spot the T-30, which is the case. He was looking at the lost direction where I was spotted, so I can put the first one in and finish him with the next shot. It was quite risky because he was already pointing his gun at me when I still had 1 second of reload, but I thought I had to finish him and take the risk that he may snapshot me. Which was not even likely to happen because I think I was even hull down and it was a really hard shot for him. Peeking further, I spot the JP 100, still full HP. That comes closer. I managed to shoot his cupola once, but now I'm a one shot for him, so I can't really peek at this point. I'm trying to spot him once again, which I do once he's in the 15 meters of proxy range. I'm trying to do a side scrape, but I then figure out that it's not worth the risk of dying just for maybe being able to shoot him. So I try to keep the proxy up, but turn at the same point. I don't want to engage him just yet. I see the AMX, shoot on the move after auto-aiming, and as the Borsig Waffenträger also appears in front of me, full HP. I'm in really deep trouble. I even miss my first shot. He AMRX me, so I have to repair and pen him. Afterwards I load HE in order to do more damage and hopefully two-shot him. He bounces me, and with the help of the ISU I managed to kill the Borsig. Was really lucky there, to be honest. Then I'm trying to run away from the JP, just get safe for the moment, which I do. And yeah, at this point I basically think I'm dead because I have to shoot at the AMX 5120. I'm of course spotted. He misses his first shot, and as I'm going forwards and backwards, he also misses his second shot. I think he was auto-aiming there. That was some really bad sniping. I should have died there. But now that JP also arrived, I need to track him in order not to die. I do so, hope for a perma-track, but he's still got his repair kit left, so I go forwards, dodge his shot, try to aim for his tracks. Don't quite have the gun depression to do so, but I know I need to check him with the next shot. I managed to do so, and now the AMX is my biggest problem at this point, because I think I can always track the JP with the second shot and then shoot the 5120, so I track him again. I bounce the 5120, he only tracks me. I try to take the shot at him, but he kills me. So we lost the game. In the end I did, I think, 9.5k damage, which isn't the worst game I've ever had. Just to explain once again what I tried to do in the end. I know that the 5120 has always shots at me, so I need to kill him. In the meantime, I tried to track the JP 100 in order not to let him shoot at me, but when he was tracked and therefore couldn't aim at me, I tried to shoot the AMX 5120 once, then track the JP again, shoot the AMX 5120, and repeatedly do that, as I thought that's my only way to win this game, if there was one. Because if I just kill the JP, of course I could have perma-tracked him. The AMX kills me, so I had to kill the AMX first. But as he's an autoloader, that wasn't easy to do so, and unless he would have missed all 4 of his shots in the autoloader, it was lost. But anyway, I hope you liked this really intense battle. If you did so, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done yet. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the after battle results and see you next time.
Oh, you're mad, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're an MLG pro. Oh, you're mad, bro. Why you even care if I call your mama ho? Oh, you're mad, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're an MLG pro.